In this video, we're going to base coat this Reaver. I primed our Reaver with Army Painter Matte Black Spray because that is the primer that I currently have. If you want to see me build this guy, check out the playlist that I'm going to link up in the cards in the upper right-hand corner. The plan is for this guy to have a Space Wolf Gene Seed, so we're going to do the base coat with Rust Gray. This is a little bit lighter gray, it's a blue gray, it's a layer paint, so I was worried about it going on, but Citadel paint has great coverage, and I think it's going to go on just fine over the black, and I should be able to do it in 2 or 3 coats. This base coating is going to take a little while, so in the meantime, let's talk 40K lore. Now, here's my disclaimer. I have never read a Black Library book, and the extent of my 40K fluff comes from the Kill Team rulebook. That's the only thing I've ever purchased with fluff. But there's plenty of lore stuff on YouTube. I am enjoying both the Exploring series and right now Wolf Lord Row, though I've listened to several others. With that being said, I don't really know what I'm talking about. This is just what I've heard on various videos. One of the more significant plot beats in 40K at current is the return of Reboot Guilliman, the Primarch of the Ultramarines, and his return to Terra. Upon his return, he entered into the throne room of the God Emperor and emerged wielding his flaming sword and pronouncing himself Lord Regent of the Imperium. One of Guilliman's first acts as Imperial Regent was launching the Indominus Crusade to take back territory lost to chaos in the wake of the Great Rift tearing the Imperium in half after the fall of Cadia. Alright, concurrent with the Indominus Crusade was the Ultima Founding, and this is when all the Primarchs Marines entered into the armies of the Imperium and the Space Marine chapters in the lore. The Ultima Founding reinforced the Space Marine chapters in a couple ways. One of them was that existing chapters, like the Ultramarines, and the Imperial Fist, and the Crimson Fist, and the Dark Angels, the Blind Angels, and all those guys, they all got Primarchs Marines that shared their gene seed as part of their legacy from their Primarch and all that stuff. In addition to existing chapters being reinforced, Guilliman founded all new chapters consisting entirely of Primarchs Marines. One of these new chapters was the Unnumbered Sons of the Primarchs, or Unnumbered Sons for short. This chapter was special for a couple reasons. One, it was huge. And the reason why it was huge is because it contained Primarchs Marines that had gene seeds descended from all 9 original loyal Primarchs. Not only did this legion have all 9 gene seeds, original gene seeds, these Marines also fought in mixed battle groups with Marines of differing gene seeds. So it would be like having Ultramarine fighting with a Space Wolf, fighting with a Blood Angel, fighting with a Dark Angel, fighting with an Iron Hand, all that kind of stuff. Except it wasn't an Ultramarine fighting with a Space Wolf, fighting with a Blood Angel, because they were all from the same chapter. They were all Unnumbered Sons. And on their chapter pad, instead of having those symbols of those chapters, it was just a plain gray chapter pad. So amongst the chapter, they would refer to each other as Grayshields. Now, during the Indominus Crusade, the Unnumbered Sons suffered very heavy casualties, so that at its conclusion, the chapter was disbanded, and members either went to their Gene Legacy chapter, or Guilliman did found some brand new chapters out of the remaining Unnumbered Sons. There, the official lore ends. But in my little universe, Guilliman kept the project going. He started it so that these different gene legacies would have some experience with each other to improve understanding and cooperation. And so, in my kill team, Guilliman kept it going, but instead of a chapter, he just did an Unnumbered Sons kill team, in which different members would fight with each other to learn from one another, and then when they were done, a few veterans would become sergeants for the next kill team, and the rest would go back to their chapters to expand understanding and harmony within the legions. So my plan is to paint Primarchs Marines are different heraldry. This guy's going to be a Space Wolf. The chapter pad's going to be gray. The other pad is going to be Codex compliant because these guys were founded by Gilliman. And that way I can paint a bunch of different Space Marines and put them in the same kill team. All right, ramble done. Let's get back to base coating. Army painted plate mail metal. We're going to do metal bits. This little bit here on the boot, I did it with metal on some Deathwatch guys, and I liked how it came out. So we're gonna go ahead and do that again and see what it looks like. I think I already like it. We're gonna do this center piece here on the belt, and we're also gonna do these cable-like things that are going along the back. Gonna do these round bits on the helmet that look kind of like the round bits that are on the feet. I also did this on my Deathwatch guy, and I liked how that turned out. Gonna do the heavy bolter pretty much identical to the box art. So that back portion, the chambers, the clip, the barrel, and looks like the iron sights or whatever those are up on the top. The portion of visible combat knife. I do quite a bit of the backpacks. I'm gonna hit the vents on the bottom, the great venty thing up on top, and the big dome here, and the little bit that's indented on the other side of the backpack. That was pretty good progress for me this morning. If you hobby this morning, please let me know what you're working on down in the comments. If you want to see me build this guy or be aware of all the rest of the videos in this playlist, it's going to be linked in the card in the upper right hand corner. Back tomorrow morning and we're going to start some panel lining.